this bitch. My blunt. Forgot what I said I was gonna talk about today. Yo, it was good, 333 was going on. Alright, so what's going on? I don't know what I'm gonna really talk about today. Just gonna just gonna do what it do. Alright. So I was talking to my girl last night about my meditations, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Yeah. So I was talking to my girl last night about my meditations, and I was telling her my experiences that I was having, and I kind of came up with the idea of what the true purpose of meditation is. And today, I kind of pushed myself within my meditation. I did an hour the other day. I did an hour and 11 minutes, because that's a number that I always see. So I was like, I'm gonna do that, and I did, and I learned a lot. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. So first off, yeah, we're gonna talk about breakthroughs, mastering breakthroughs within the meditation. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. So while I'm in the meditation, right, there's different levels you're gonna go through. First, you got to get through the noise. Then once you get through to the noise, you're going to have to visualize a light in the center of your heart or the top of your head. If it's in the center of your heart, that's your heart chakra, and that's gonna be green. And then up here, your pineal gland, that's gonna be purple. So you wanna inhale. You wanna see the light growing and expanding and glowing. And then when you inhale, you want to see it pushing in and having your whole body feel and absorb it from back to front. When you do that with that intention, you will feel it. You're not crazy. You are using energy. You're using spiritual energy. When you close your eyes to this physical world, you open your third eye up to the spiritual world. Oh, there we go. See, I just have to talk and things come to me. That's how the spirit works. So, shadow work. That was my original thought. I just did that to kind of kickstart shit, but I'm actually going to continue that because that's going to go right into what I'm going to talk about with shadow work. So while I was in the meditation today, I already went through my as far as my regular levels with okay. Once I get in, probably at the 5 minute mark, I'm chilling. I'm just getting in, grounding myself. The 15 to 20 minute mark, that point you're kind of like just eat. You're kind of uh you're more so just riding the levels up that you've already reached. Once you do it so much, it won't be so hard with the first levels. That's why they say start out small because it's a level. The level one is probably 5 minutes. Level two is probably 15, and then you just move up. The reason why is because there's certain ego dissolvations that need to go on while you're in meditation. So when you're meditating and you get to the point where you can't meditate and you want to open your eyes, that's your ego tricking you. You have to push past that. That's what I learned today. The point in which you get tested to say, can I stay in this, is the thin line between, are you a master or are you still a slave to this world? So I wanted to open my eyes, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to open your eyes. And when that pressure comes, because it's going to feel like pressure, it's going to feel like fear, I would say. I wouldn't, nah, y'all my people, I can't put that in your mind. It's not going to feel like fear, but it's going to feel like a little nervousness. You ever been like stared at so long and you be like, why are you staring at me? It kind of feels like that. And you have to stick with it. You have to say, well, if this is something that I need to get over, I can't run away from it. You running away is the equivalent of you opening your eyes in those moments of breakthrough, in those moments of tension where you don't want to keep going, and your time hasn't, say it's 30 minutes, and your 30 minutes haven't reached, and you open your eyes, you have failed yourself. I'm gonna be honest with you. You have failed yourself. You have to push past that breakthrough to the point where it feels like you're gonna go insane, and it's gonna, yeah, there you go. It feels like you're gonna go insane. It feels like you're like, ah. You have to breathe. You have to do mantras. One mantra I do is what's the one that I do? I just do Om, really. Om and So Hum. So Hum means I'm something, and it's just a powerful affirmation. And I really don't care about the technicalities of what the words mean. Understand that these words are vibration to your brain and help you push past the resistance. Don't worry about what they mean. Honestly, don't give a fuck about what a mantra means. Find a mantra you like, that your spirit like, oh, I like saying that. If you can hum it in your mind and it feels good, that's you. That's for you. In this with spirituality, it's not about using what somebody else says, because you're already used to that. You're already used to someone telling you what works for you. You have to find what works for you through experience, through trial and error. And within that, you are going to go ahead and be able to find things that help you dissolve the ego. Now, shadow work. So by me understanding this, you know what I'm saying, I expressed to ChatGTP what I experienced. And it helps, it can understand that ChatGTP is nothing more than a tool, and you can use it for whatever purposes that you need be. I use it for spiritual means, to get in a sense of, oh, okay, what am I experiencing? And it will let you know that you're not crazy, and that, yes, you can turn your pineal gland on. That will open up other senses to your brain, which will protect you on this life. So I get earrings sometimes, and usually those are on my left. That means that's my feminine side. If it's on the right, that means that's my masculine side trying to tell me something. If it's on my left, that means it's spiritual. If it's on my left, that means it's something here that I need to be paying attention to in the physical. I just dropped the gem on your ass. Because a lot of people be wondering, like, why am I getting ringing in my ear? I just told you why. That's a sense that you don't pay attention to. That's just like other senses, like even like disabilities, like, oh, you have ADHD. That's nothing more than you're able to go into different realms of thought at the same damn time and pull different information from different places within your mind. You just got to learn how to control it, and you can control it through meditation. I learned through meditation that meditation is the way that you talk to God. And if you cannot meditate, remember that they said it's only going to be 144 saved, right? So I said this to my girl. I was like, if you was, so I said, let's think about this. If I told you that it's only 144,000 that's going to be saved, then what would make it a challenge to achieve that status of saying I made it? It's not getting rich. Anybody can do that. Anybody can get rich. It may be hard to you because you just don't have the information. But that's not being a good person. Nah, it's too easy. I can be a good person. That means I can get in. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just as corrupt as anybody else. So what would say, how could I make these people be able to be worthy enough to reach and talk to God? Because when people say they talking to God, they are not talking to God. If they're not meditating, if they have not done the 1,000 hours, they're not talking to God. They are talking to their ego, which will tell them anything that will make their life comfortable. You're not getting orders directly from God. Most people are saying that they need to get to Jesus to talk to God. I'm telling you, you do not need to go through Jesus to talk to God. You are the sons and daughters of God, and you can talk to him direct, but you must discipline yourself to receive and change the frequency from which you are here on earth, and your frequency is tuned to things here on earth, that you must tune your frequency to things of the spiritual and the unseen, meaning you must push past the fear of what you do not know about the inner workings of your mind and your spirit and your soul, and that it's the only way that the only way that you can be able to talk to God and to be able to tune into the messages and the symbols and to be able to understand the decoding of the things that he's trying to tell you is through meditation. The more you meditate, the more you raise your bar to reach to God. It is free. You do not have to pay nobody to meditate. All you have to do is go sit in a dark room, sit comfortably how you want. You do not have to sit crisscross applesauce. You can lay down, you can stand up, whatever works for you. I am telling you how to reach God. The only way that you can be able to reach God is if you sit in silence and give 10% of your tithes of your mental self to God. That 10% is the time you take to give to God, not 10% of your physical material that you need to give to church. The original church was a Gnostic church, and they taught the inner workings of thyself and the inner workings of the inner eye. Thy whole body shall be filled with life. If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be filled with life. Be filled with light. This is the third eye practice that Jesus and the teachings that he passed on was trying to tell you. You have taken the information and made it literal. Now you're looking for a motherfucker to walk on water. That's not going to happen. I'm telling you that's not going to happen. That's not what happened. What happened was he was talking about the inner workings of your mind through the. So you have, I can't say the word because I can't come to me, but I know exactly what I'm talking about. On spinal fluid. Okay, so you have, damn, what's that word? It's so all right. So you have this fluid. It's called the oil, and it runs through the back of your spine, and it's at the base of your spine. Some people call it kundalini. Some people call it fire. This inner fire is actually a certain chemical that's inside your body. I cannot remember the name. When I remember the name, I'm gonna say it. But we're gonna call it spinal fluid. Spinal fluid has a specific name. It is not called spinal fluid. But the spinal fluid that goes up your spine goes all the way up to your brain through the oblongata all the way to the pineal gland, and it spreads like a fountain. This is the fountain of youth. This is how you're able to heal yourself. Once you get it was once you get in meditation and you push past 50 minutes, your body starts to heal itself. It starts to go into repair because while you're fully relaxed, this is why it's most hard. The most hardest thing is for a person to sit the fuck down and be still and relax because your inner mind and ego is always thinking that it needs to solve something, accomplish something, and that it needs to accomplish nothing, it needs to chase nothing because everything you need is inside of you. You just need to sit the fuck down. Sit down, turn off your TV, put on some binaural beats, get a black mask or something, and close your eyes and be in complete darkness, and understand that out of darkness comes light, and that light beings will come over you and wash and heal the stuff that you're going through here on earth. Once you do that, once your body is relaxed and it can start to heal itself, you can start to think clearly. None of you are thinking clearly. Most of you aren't even breathing right. Breathe right now. Do you see how much relaxation? Do you see how much tension is released within that? Most people are tense. Most people are scared. Most people make decisions off the fight or flight response, which is survival, in which everyone is in. So, if you want to get out of fight or flight or survival state, go in a dark room. Find something that you can cover your eyes with so that you can see completely dark. Go in the dark, close your eyes. Your goal right now, I would say, is to do as long as you possibly can. Start anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes and work your way up. I'm more of on a fast track, so I'm going to push myself every time. I went from an hour, now I'm going to an hour and 11. We're going to keep going because I understand that this is how you talk to God. This is how you receive instruction, and when you receive those instructions through visual insight, you will be able to act on that and will manifest into whatever you're supposed to be. To find your purpose, you're not going to find it through a guru or anyone else. I can't tell you your purpose. If I can't tell you your purpose, why will anybody else tell you your purpose? You will find your purpose through the journey in which you have been put on this earth to understand thyself. That nothing outside of you is going to help you, that only the inner workings of your mind through the ideas and the gifts that you was given here, and you were supposed to multiply those gifts and be able to give back to the world. That is your purpose. If you want to have a purpose, and that main purpose right now is not to go to work, it is not to go get more money, it's to go sit in a dark room for as long as you fucking possibly can and fucking relax. I'm done. Bye.